Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, dears. We are group 12. This is our team member. 唐珍妮、冯玉洁、黄丹妮、孙哲、陈赫文、赵一帆、马志。The topic we're talking about today is how to promote volunteerism among youth. Okay, let's see the next page. We divided this topic into 6 parts, and in the next we will tell you one by one. The first part is the introduction about how to promote volunteerism among youth. According to this topic, we must have a lot of questions. We will think about the current trend of voluntary service and its value. Is it that young people's participation is not high? I believe you can't wait to know about it, just like me. So let me make a brief introduction to you. Please look at the trend chart. This trend chart is a comparison between registered and unregistered volunteers in China from 2013 to 2019. Obviously, we could see that the number of registered volunteers is increasing more and more from 73.45 million in 2013 to 16.94 million in 2019. The number of registered volunteers is also relatively stable from 2013 to 2019. Unregistered volunteers mean that they have not registered on any platform. The data in this chart show that more and more volunteers are gradually incorporated into the official volunteer information system, which means that people are paying more and more attention to participating in volunteer service. As for its value, what I want to express is very little. But the most important point is to spread love and civilization. In my point of view, it's a great experience for young people. Of course, a small number of young people participate in voluntary service for a very strong purpose, such as obtaining experience and certificates. In addition, there are still quite a lot of people like me who are purely entertainment and need better ways to strengthen their awareness of participation. The biggest advantage of volunteers is that they can effectively cure the selfish disease of young people. Because when you become a volunteer, you should learn to work selflessly. And at the beginning, maybe you will be unhappy and unwilling. Gradually, you will find that when you help a person and that person says thanks to you, it's of great sense of honor. The above is my personal elaboration. Next, our team members will explain the definition of promoting volunteerism among youth.
Hello everyone, this is part 2. Definition. Non-profit that engage in service benefits through expansion of their mission and reach. An idea, increase public support and cultivation of new volunteers and supports. Volunteer is an activity that volunteers to serve the public interest without any benefit, money, or fee. It specifically refers to a person who can take the initiative to undertake social responsibility without getting paid, and also that getting personal time and doing good deeds for others without any material reward.
Hello everyone, my name is Feng Yujie. Now I will indicate young people's understanding of volunteer service. The first one I want to say is that my personal understanding of volunteer and volunteer service. As a new teenager, I suppose that the volunteers is who contribute their time and energy without any physical comeback and promote the development of human beings, society process and provide the need in our society welfare. Furthermore, the key of the volunteer service is the spirit, which includes contribution, friendly mutual aid, and make progress. This thing is the same as the core value of socialism with Chinese characters in the new era. Conducting this activity, the socialism with Chinese characters can be inherited. What's more, it also exercises lots of skills for us, such as communication, hard working, and so on. And the second thing I will indicate general thoughts of young people. Doing this activity is just based on personal behaviors and thoughts. If the people who is energetic and positive, they have more possibility to join this group. In most cases, the young people usually have more stress than other kinds of people. But it doesn't have effect on them, and more young people start to join this activity because it needs less time to spend on it and decrease the pressure of life during this period. Thus, volunteer service is popular with young people.
Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about the recommend volunteer service in the family. First of all, other family members may not have direct access to volunteer service, so they have no clear understanding of volunteer service. At this time, we need to help families explain the knowledge of volunteer service and tell them our own experience and perception so that they can have a correct understanding of it, so as to join the volunteer service. The importance of family WeChat groups comes from the fact that not all family members live together. We can record the video of ourselves doing volunteer service and send it to the group chat so that everyone can see what we are doing. In addition, we can also send leaflets about volunteer service to neighborhood families so that we can do volunteer service together.
How can young people promote volunteer service in school? This is also an important question. First of all, as a student, we can share our volunteer experience with our classmates and let them have the idea of being a volunteer. When they come up with this idea, we can collect some volunteer activities that are currently electing volunteers and post them on the school website, so that everyone can register and experience them in time. At the same time, we can also organize students to carry out volunteer activities in the old people's apartment near the school. Just like the city where I live, there are lots of apartments near the school, and there are also a lot of apartments for the elderly. Some old people are lonely and lack of company, so we can take our classmates to chat with the old people and help them do some things within their power. Secondly, we can bring some leaflets, show the photos of volunteer service on the leaflets, and then distribute them to the students in their spare time. In this way, we can attract more students to join our volunteer service and promote the promotion of volunteer service in the school.
There are many volunteer activities in the community that cover most age groups. Many people may be volunteering through their schools, but there are actually more volunteer activities in the community or sectors of society are actively promoting social volunteer activities. For example, the government, whether the large international conference or just a small community street clean, the government actively calling for people get involved in social volunteering. During the pandemic period, people can go outside and they volunteer task of purchasing essential supplies and food for the community. Some commercial profit organizations also organize volunteer activities such as volunteering for music festival. However, more social volunteer activities are organized by social non-profit organizations such as going to panda base to take care of the cute panda and going to schools in the remote and backward areas giving lessons to students. They also have tree planting, health help, and so on. Social volunteer service is very inclusive. No matter the young people or old people can part in it. But there are many volunteer programs specially aimed at young people. In recent years, people from all walks of life have been actively promoting to social volunteer activities, hoping that more people, especially young people, will get involved.
This is summary part. First, use volunteering for social significance. The purpose of teenagers to do volunteer work is to help those who need help, contribute to their own strengths to the society without payment, and pass positive energy to the society. It is to spread love and civilization. Volunteers not only bring care to the society, but also pass on love. Volunteers contribute to the building of harmonious society. Volunteers provide opportunities for socializing and mutual help, strengthen interpersonal communication and care, and promote social harmony, promote social progress. The progress of the society needs to the joint participation and efforts of the whole society, which plays a certain positive role in promoting social progress. The second, the self-value of youth volunteer work. When young people participate in volunteer activities, they will cultivate the virtue and quality of selfless giving from an early age, and become useful to the country, to the society, the family, and themselves. Cultivate my awareness and ability of teamwork through collective activities. Through the process of activities, I can better understand the society, enrich my social knowledge, and even exercise my willpower and body through activities, so that I can have a strong body, comprehensive and balanced development.